A father and daughter vanished during a mountain hike, and years later, a shocking letter was revealed. 10 years ago, Jackie dropped her husband, John, and daughter, Sarah, at the airport for their hiking trip in Peru. Jackie stayed behind, encouraging them to go on the adventure of their dreams. Throughout the trip, they sent her photos and messages, enjoying every moment. But on the final day, after one last hike, Jackie's phone stayed silent. She thought they'd just been in a hurry and would meet her at the airport. However, when the plane landed, John and Sarah weren't there. Panicked, Jackie spoke with the airline and discovered her family had never boarded the flight. Desperate for answers, she flew to Peru and searched everywhere but found nothing. For years, Jackie continued to search, even hiring private investigators, but her efforts were in vain, until 10 years later, a mysterious letter arrived. "I know where John and Sarah are," it said, including a set of coordinates and a warning, "Come alone." Jackie followed the directions in the mysterious letter, clinging to the hope of finding her family. She traveled to Peru, going to the exact coordinates specified, which led her to a secluded house deep in the countryside. Inside, she met Arturo, the person who had sent the letter. Arturo explained that he had once worked for a gang that held John and Sarah captive. Years ago, John and Sarah had accidentally witnessed something criminal, and the gang, fearing exposure, captured them and forced them into labor. Arturo admitted that over time, he grew close to them. They had inspired him with their resilience, and he eventually left the gang, unable to continue in such a life. Now determined to help free them, he had gathered a small, trustworthy team and waited for the right time to reach out to Jackie. With his team in place, Jackie joined Arturo to make a final attempt to rescue her family. Arturo led them through dense forest trails toward the gang's hidden camp, where they found John and Sarah confined in a metal cage. Jackie's heart pounded as she finally saw her husband and daughter after so many years. Fighting the urge to run to them immediately, she stayed back, trusting Arturo's plan. At the right moment, Arturo and his team launched a surprise attack, overpowering the guards and freeing John and Sarah. The group fled quickly through the forest, knowing the gang would soon realize the escape. They reached a clearing where Arturo had arranged a getaway car. Jackie, John, and Sarah hurried into the vehicle, hearts racing as they sped away to safety. Arturo and his team stayed back to cover their escape, ensuring no one followed. Once safely back home, Jackie and her family shared an emotional reunion, overwhelmed with relief and gratitude. John and Sarah took time to recover, slowly sharing the story of their captivity, while Jackie thanked Arturo for his courage and loyalty. After 10 long years, the family was finally whole again, ready to rebuild their lives together.